In today's ultra-competitive world, it has never been more important than to have a higher education. However, just choosing any institute at random is not necessarily going to guarantee you success. Instead, like every important decision you will make in your life, you must choose wisely, you must choose carefully. Lovely Professional University in Jalandhar, Northern Punjab in India is just such a place. Rather than take my word for things, however, let's talk to some of the students and see what they have to say. Let's talk to some of the professors who teach the courses that help thousands of students from all over the world be successful. Lovely Professional University has one of the best track records for placing students successfully in the workforce, and they have gone on to do great things. Here's what some of them have to say.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Tanya Mehta. I've done my undergraduate in dentistry, which is a BDS, from Manipal University. And then I came here to Lovely Professional University in 2016, which is now, and I'm in my first year of an MBA in Healthcare and Hospital Management. So you would ask, why would you switch your stream from BDS, which is such a flourishing profession as of now, to an MBA in Healthcare? Well, for starters, I heard of an opening here in Lovely Professional University, and it is a very highly regarded MBA in Healthcare and Hospital Administration. From my research, the ground research that I did. Secondly, I have a major passion for healthcare in particular. Dentistry, as much as it fulfilled the internal jingoist in me, but then it didn't really fulfill my entire ambition, which was to really do something for healthcare and health policies. And therefore, I'm here in 2016 to get my second master's, which is an MBA. So what does LPU do that is so different from every other college that is providing an MBA in Healthcare and Hospital Administration? Let me tell you for starters, it is one of the very few premier institutions in the country that are even offering this course. Secondly, fact of the matter is that Punjab itself is such a good case study for healthcare and hospital management because it is the city of hospitals. So for somebody who aspires to be a hospital manager, what better place to start than Jalandhar itself, where there is a plethora of them at every street you go to. Secondly, I am currently enrolled in this program called UpGrad, which is by Ronnie Screwvala. It is an entrepreneurial course. What I plan to do through that is start my own startup in healthcare. An opportunity which I wouldn't have been able to dream of, in fact, because I have no business background any whatsoever. I'm a dentist, and if I want to do something in healthcare, the only way I see fit is to do an MBA and actually join a policy-making institution. But fact of the matter is, now by means of an UpGrad enabled information and knowledge, I can actually do something of my own. I can have a startup of my own. Increase the employability of people in the country where there is such an important, there is a dearth of jobs. So it not just helps with healthcare, but also job creation. At this point, the need of the hour, like our Prime Minister, Startup India is something that is happening in our country, which is so flourishing. What is the need of something in a country like ours? We need to create jobs for the population that we have. Not just open jobs for people that are graduating out of college. That is not a solution for a problem. The solution is to increase the pool from where jobs can be picked out. And therefore, I feel an opportunity like UpGrad, which is basically something that gives us all the ideas about how an entrepreneurial venture should happen. From pivoting to strategization to market sizing, something I wouldn't have ever thought of in my wildest dreams I would be studying, say, a year from my dentistry. Is what I'm learning today, and this is what is going to help me. The mentorship, the excellent mentorship that I have from my very own faculty, and external for that matter, because we get to have video interfaces with people who are actually working in the industry. So I'm basically getting information not just from people around me, but from all across the globe, if not just the country. And therefore I feel that these are some things that LPU takes an extra effort to do, that I think most other universities would probably not. After this, I feel the zeal that I've observed in every member of the faculty here, I think it's unparalleled. I've actually gone to a very premier institute in the country before this as well. But the fact of the matter is, people do their jobs. But it's a little different here. People don't do their jobs. People take it as a passion of their own. They don't just want to, and the fact of them, and being an MBA student, there isn't much age gap between the faculty as well as the students. So it's such an interactive learning experience for us and the faculty alike. I don't think this is a platform that anybody in any other institute and anywhere across the world can get. And I consider myself one of the lucky few in the country to actually be here and be pursuing this very course, which is going to make my future. That is something that is so unique in Lovely Professional University. They tap your talent. They see you and they know you. They go to extents to actually figure out where your analytical skills lie, where your skills in communication lie. They do everything by means of not just competitions, interactions, interfaces. You know, we have people coming every Saturday for interactions with us from the industry themselves, that not only train us in their particular field, but they interact with us in such a way that we actually take something away from it. Not like one of the million, guest lectures that people end up attending and take nothing back from. They make sure that everybody who's attended a guest lecture actually takes back something from it. That I feel is something that I haven't experienced in any other university that I've been in. And I've been in a few, as I've told you before. So therefore, I feel that Lovely Professional University, if not the most, is definitely one of the top 3 most valuable decisions that I've made in my entire life.
Universities, I think the first major point of difference will be the curriculum. We work quite closely with industry. And I'll say my curriculum is integrated with industry inputs like anything. If I talk about my own program, that is BTech Computer Sciences being offered in my school. So we have tied up with Google to offer program related to Android application development. We have tied up with Oracle for business intelligence and big data programs. We have tied up with Dell EMC, earlier known as EMC Scale, with VMware, with Cisco, with SAP, and multiple other companies. So when a student passes out from my university, undoubtedly he's BTech graduate. But alongside me as saying as he is a BTech graduate, Google do say, okay, he's certified Android application developer. SAP says, okay, he's certified ERP SAP developer. So that's one aspect where we integrate industry a lot. It's not only the integration at the level of subjects. We invite a lot of people to talk to my students. They visit my campus not only for motivational lectures but also to deliver the content part. So integration with the industry is something which I feel we are able to do successfully. And in a number of courses, my student need not to appear for end-term examination. They appear for global certifications and they get the grades equivalent to what they do in global certification. So for me, the major point of difference will be how we integrate industry inputs in our curriculum and how closely we work with the industry. So that's what I feel is the first and the foremost important point of differentiation. Second is my students being placed in industry right in the 7th semester or before that. For example, if I talk about this session, 2016, students passing out in 2017 to be precise, it's hardly 40-45 days since we started our semester, and almost all of my students are placed. I was having odd 500 students to be placed and almost all are placed. And when I say placed, it's the companies like Cognizant, Tech Mahindras, Capgemini's, Verizon's, Josh, Hyundai, and all such big brands where my students have been placed. And that's what the success is. And if I talk about my alumni, you talk about big brands in the industry. So in IT, the big brands are Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, Facebook, and my students are there. So not only in India and in other countries, you talk about USA, you talk about UK, you talk about other European countries, and in these big brands my students are working. So I feel curriculum, the way we handle placements and my alumni differentiates me from other universities. I think these are the major points which I would like to highlight. Thank you.
Hello, I am Dr. Rajesh Verma. I am head of Mittal School of Business at Lovely Professional University. My area is strategic management and my research focus is on innovative business models, political marketing, and social media. I believe the distinguishing factor of LPU from its competitors is largely the pedagogy which we follow in our university. Our focus is largely on application-oriented teaching, which means we focus on doing rather than only theory. We actually make students do things, and what I mean by saying do things is that we actually give them exposure to what is happening in the industry, and that is what is brought into the class. For example, if I talk about digital marketing, the students would not only study what digital marketing is, but they would be given live projects from the industry, and they would be working upon the digital marketing campaigns for the industry, and they are the live projects for the industry. Apart from this, if you look at the distinguishing factor, it is the employability. We make students employable, which means the students are first day ready for the industry. One of the distinguishing factor the LPU would have over its competitors is the pedagogy. We focus more upon application-oriented teaching, which means we focus more upon doing. In the classrooms, the teaching is largely workshop mode, which means the students are made to work upon the issues which the industry is facing. For example, in the digital marketing workshop, the students would be working upon a digital marketing project of a company and would be preparing a campaign for them. So this prepares the students for the industry. In India, looking at the school education, most of the students face a challenge of presenting themselves well in front of the people, which means one, they are poor in English communication, and second, they do not know what to speak, when to speak, and how to speak about it. At Lovely Professional University, we actually place a large focus on soft skills and communication skills, whereby we have introduced courses on these two areas which are actually taken care of by the industry people, so that the students know how to present themselves well in front of the employers and how to speak to the people around them. Yes, I would like to recommend, or I would like my kids to be at Lovely Professional University, because I am confident the way we are preparing students here, my kids would be prepared well for their future here.
Hello everybody, my name is Avneet Kaur and I'm a student from Lovely Professional University. I'm here pursuing my MBA in HR and Marketing. Being a student at Lovely Professional University is actually quite different from being a student anywhere else. I'll tell you why. Firstly, the life projects we get here, it actually makes the studies even more interesting. You don't have to go through your books every day, you just have to see that practically happening. So that is how you learn here. Secondly, the cultural people coming from different cultures, they tell you how things are happening in their culture. So you're not only learning about your curriculum, you're also learning about different cultures all around, not only all around India, but also all around the globe. Thirdly, LPU provides you with many more activities, like you have exposure coming on stage, you have exposure talking to different people. So that is one facility that only LPU in India can provide you. LPU has actually exceeded the expectations I had when I came here. That was because when I came here, I had no expectations to the start, but through the daily grilling that is being done in the classes, to the intellectual classes that we have, to the level of expectations that Lovely Professional University has from us, it makes you grow not only at the professional level but also at the individual level. Also you grow personally as well. So that was the one major difference, that I have seen a difference when I was here and now what I am here, and I can see that in 1 year that I'll be here, there would be a huge difference as well. So I'm looking forward to that as well. In Lovely Professional University, we came up with the idea of a Toastmasters Club. Initially, it was a difficult one to convince people, since it's a US-based organization and people generally don't know about it here much. So, from being the student organization of the club now to being the vice president of Toastmasters Club, it actually involved talking to various faculty as well as students all over the Lovely Professional University, and it's actually talking to about 40,000 people at one time. So dealing with them and making them understand how Toastmasters would help them in their life was actually a difficult task. And still we managed to have a club now working with 40 students, and we have a different club for the faculties as well, because we were talking to the faculties also, so they kind of were interested, and we had a word with them and we could figure out a faculties club that was different and a students club that was different, and the entire club is being run by the students. So that is also a big achievement for me. Human resources, actually, I don't like human resources, it's my passion. It's actually because dealing with people, I have interest talking to different people, understanding their psychology, understanding their work culture, understanding how they want to improvise the organization. So that is why the major reason that I am into human resources. And in LPU itself, the human resources have developed so much that the organization is 40,000 students, and we have 2,000 faculty here as well. So as a student also, I can be a part of the organization and understand how the working here is done. Other than this, LPU provides us with various life projects. Like currently also I'm working for an organization called IndiaMart. We're doing the hiring process for them. So that involves hiring around 600 employees for the organization. We're dealing with many other organizations. We were looking forward to working with Flipkart or Snapdeal, but that would be in the future. But we're looking forward to that so that we can do the hiring process. And as a student, we can learn more and more so that when we go to the organization, we are already ready for the level of exposure they're looking for. That is why HR and LPU.
Hello, my name is Amal V. Pradeep. I'm doing MBA in Supply Chain and Logistics. Before choosing ITPU, I had a thorough research about which college I had to be in and where I had to place my passion. I was a guy who was behind supply chain and logistics. I'm having larger passion and interest in supply chain only. So when I was looking and comparing so many colleges around India, I felt that LPU is one of the biggest college where diversity and opportunities are going on. Right now, along with my MBA, I'm running an entrepreneurship program over here. I'm running one studio over here. I'm having a hotel outside this LPU, and all these programs are done under LPU's entrepreneur program. And I have gone through different business plan competitions over here, which went to national level itself, where I was getting that much of exposure. When I was looking for a college where I can excel myself in this kind of business world, where the practical exposure, where suddenly when we are after getting theoretical knowledge, when we are going into corporate world, we will not be able to take decisions according to the theoretical knowledge whatever we are having. Here, whatever we are having is daily a practical exposure. Whatever we study is practically done, and whatever we are thinking is practically oriented. The type of live projects I have undergone, and I have undergone around 3 live projects and 14 guest lectures from different vice presidents of most of the reputed firms, which gives a practical knowledge that what is going in the industry itself, and it makes us that when we go out of this LPU to this college, we will be a professional which is fit for the career which we are looking for. That is why I chose LPU. So when I'm basically from southern India. Here, when I came to Lovely Professional University, I entirely feel that I am not in India, I am in another world, where I can see so much of diversity, where my friends and colleagues are from different countries living together along with me in my own house. I'm having, in my class also there is a diversity of, and each and everyone is from different parts of India, and some of my friends are from different parts of the world, where I can experience what they are thinking. If we are into a group which is based on the same one locality, the thinking might be different, but what makes me happier is I'm getting exposure to all the kinds of people and all the kinds of culture, all the kinds of thinking, the ways of thinking, the difference in thinking, where I can improve myself day by day. That makes me happier.